And if it's Wednesday and it's 7 o'clock, you know what time it is. It's Wednesdays with Fernando and Anthony. Chasing gazillions ain't the same as making millions. Season 1, episode 30. Are you there, Fernando? No, Fernando. You all know Fernando's always traveling, and we're trying to bring him in. Uh, there he is. Okay, so everybody here, you think after 30 episodes we have all these technical difficulties down and all, but it's the holidays. So one, Fernando cannot hear you. We can see you, can't hear you. And two, our special guest for tonight, everybody, the Virginia Bushcrafter, is working to come on board. So you got me. I'm Anthony Bowling, and you can see Fernando, although we can't hear him. So, no, we cannot hear you. So, uh, okay, he's doing something over his mouth. What is that? You're muting. So hold on. Let's go slow, Steve. So you see the link, right? Okay, just click on the link or put it into your browser window, but click on the link and see where it takes you. Okay, well, don't log in because you don't have a Restream account. But does it ask for your email? Yeah, I sent you the invitation. Okay. Just put in your email. Put in the email that you sent me. Just put your email in. And then it should say like pair channel. No, you shouldn't have to put in a code. No, it's not. Yeah. You're saying I have you muted. I do not have you muted. I don't. I don't have you muted. I don't have you muted. No, I don't. Um, that's right. You don't put in password. You're supposed to just pair the channel. You don't need a password because you don't have an account. You don't. Okay. Well, I tell you what. It's not a problem. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So I just sent you another link right now. I just sent it, just a link. Let's just try it again. I just sent it to you. Take that email and just copy that whole link and put it into your browser into a new open browser window. No, no, nothing. No. Okay, so everybody, let's see who's out here in the chat. Okay, no one's come on because it's heavy. Oh, well, that's not true. There are people out in the chat. Is he using his phone? Is the volume turned up? I didn't say hit the link. I said copy the link and put it into your browser. Hey, Fernando, someone said if you're on your phone, is your volume turned up? That's funny. I hope that's what it is. That would be funny. No, nothing. You know what? Maybe you're now you put your phone on silent if you're like going to a meeting or something. Okay, you're frozen again. Okay, Steve, did you copy it and put it into a new window browser? Okay. So happy holidays, everybody. I'm Anthony Bowling with the Anti Bowling Group. And this has been quite a ride this season one of Chasing Gazillions. Isn't the same as Making Millions. Wednesdays with Fernando and Anthony. That that's my partner, Fernando, and I have no idea where he's at, but he must be local because we can see the little Maryland on his shirt. So Steve, our special guest today, is trying to get online. Yes, we see the heel code sweater. Steve, did you copy it and put it into a new window? So while we're waiting on Steve and we're trying to get him on board, and Fernando, we can't hear him. We can see him. So that leaves me and you here talking and chatting. Uh, let's see here. We have. Is he using his phone? We have a Savitra Bonaparte. Or is that Bonaparte? I'm not sure, but she's a nurse educator, and she's joining us tonight. She looks like a first timer, and so I will watch and not comment. Now Fernando says he will watch and not comment. And on our final show of this first season, episode 30, season one, my partner is going to leave me on to bring it in by myself. Okay, fine. So, Savitra, it's you and me because Steve, have you copied the link and put it into a new window browser? Yes, I'm a first timer, but we've talked in the past. I love it. Well, Savitra, uh, it's exciting. You're a first timer here on season one, episode 30 of Chasing Gazillions. Isn't ain't the same as making millions. This has been two real estate professionals, each of us with more than 30 plus years in the business. And we started this journey 30 episodes ago. It was born out of our just interest in just talking, right? We were going to use this platform initially to talk to one another as a lark, as a fluke, right? And then the strangest thing happened. We started talking to one another about real estate and our week and our day and what's happening in the industry. And and then, okay, hold on. Let's see. Fernando, he's back? Now he's back with a cigar. So we started talking about the industry and the business. And then the strangest thing happened. Colleagues, people in the industry said, "Hey, I saw your show. It was funny, but it was also interesting." Right. Yeah, it was funny. Exactly. You're absolutely right. It's like, haha. Right. People were like, yeah, I saw it. We're like, what? Like, yeah, that was great. Are you gonna come back next week? And we were like, yeah, okay, sure. So we come the next week and we talking, and the same thing happens. A few more people were like, oh yeah, that was a good point. That was a good topic. And we were just because we've been around and I've been here working both residential and commercial real estate here in DC and Maryland uh, on a variety of assignments, multifamily, single family, office, leasing, retail. And so Fernando's just going to smoke a cigar. Okay. So and Fernando uh, has been doing both residential and commercial auctions for since forever. And so people were like, yeah, I didn't know that. And every week somebody would come up and say something like, oh, I didn't know that. You really gave some insight. You really gave some clarity. So then we said, well, why don't we start inviting people to join us in the conversation? And then that's what we started doing. And we started having some fantastic guests who've come on this season. Uh, Ben Soto, premium title and escrow. Um, Karen, she's gonna kill me. Hold on. I'm going down the list because I'm doing all the technical work here on Restream, and that was also the running joke. We had a couple running jokes here throughout all the episodes. The first one was, "Please help us with yes with technical support because it's just me trying to figure out how to use this Restream platform, and it's me, and I've learned, as you can see, how to pop in people's names and all. And so I would pop in, say, like Ben Soto's name, like that, for premium title, um, and it would run across um, as a tickler with his address when he was on the show, and he did a fantastic job, a fabulous job of talking about the local TOPA rules and regulations, the Tenant Opportunity the Purchase Act. And people love that show. I mean, we got a lot of hits. And in fact, Ben got business off of that because persons were so impressed with his presentation and all that they were like, yeah, and they were, and people it called him up. And so I would type in like who else came on the show? Of course, there's Fernando's company, Hillco Real Estate Disposition. Disposition Avenues? No, that doesn't seem right. Uh, and so we had we had people from Florida, Brett Ellis and his mom, a, a local real estate professional down in Florida who talked to us about what was going on in the Florida market in the aftermath of Hurricane, was it Ian? Yeah, Hurricane Ian. And Brett came on and shared with us about FEMA's role. He talked about the devastation, talked about the housing market after a hurricane like that comes through Florida and the opportunities. He was there. We talked with John Anthony Mason from the Prince George's County Economic Development Corporation. John came and shared with us about monies and funds and resources available in Prince George's County to a lot of local businesses, a lot of money and resources through John's office available to businesses who want to do business in Prince George's County and have a presence there. Um, we had Harry Chapin's food bank. So we talked to a variety of people. Uh, okay, there's a card. Jim Wilson. Yes, that's right. Jim Wilson came on as well. Um, you see, Fernando is you can't hear him, but he's still gonna have his presence made. Okay, your wife. Okay, your wife. Oh, my wife. Okay, yes. So yes, we had your wife was a guest. Yes. Yes. For those of you who are out in the market who don't know, and you know what? It's a funny thing. Given that I am the second generation Washingtonian and a lifelong Board 7 resident, it is it is it cracks me up that nobody knows me. But my wife, Melinda Bowling, who is the director of DPI, Department of Permits, Inspections, and Enforcement in Prince George's County, she came on to the show and she knocked it out the park. You're right. She talked about what DPI does. And hold on. Only child. Only child. Yes. And I am an only child. That is true. That's right. There you go. And so she came on and she talked about DPI and the resources and what they're doing out in the county to help businesses get their permits and to reduce the time it takes to get a permit to build things and all. And we were grateful and appreciative that Melinda Bowling would take time out of her very busy schedule to come on to our show and in fact, if you remember, Fernando, not only did she come on as a guest, but then she also popped in like a pop in, a pop in, a pop up. Yeah, exactly. She just sort of one night she just popped in and then just got in on the conversation, started throwing out questions, uh, and we just started fielding questions, and that's how the show was. Uh, uh, what are you saying? Season 1, episode 30. That's right. We are in season 1, episode. I heard that little noise at the end, Fernando. There was a little crackling. When you put that paper down, whatever you did, there was a little bit of crackling, like I heard you. Okay, still I can't hear you. And Stephen Netherly, I don't. Okay, it's just not working. Okay, well, we're gonna bring Steve in because we can hear him. Can you hear Steve? Can you hear him, Fernando? Steve, but Fernando, can you hear Steve? No. So, well, we'll see how this works out for our last show. Well, it's not our last show. It's our last show of season one. It's hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not our last show. So, so well, this one, this one is this one is really spiraling. I mean, so so hold on. Yeah. So let me see who else is out here. Okay, that's it. I don't know if Savitra is still there or not. She was a first timer, and I don't. I and we on our 30th episode. I hopefully she was impressed enough to stick around. Now, speaking of, also on guest, we had Ian Swain, who also came on from uh, community, local developer, and nationwide expediter. This guy is working with Fortune 500 companies all around the country, McDonald's, 7-Elevens, Amazon, all those big companies, when they are going around the country to multiple jurisdictions to open up operations in these facilities, they look to Ian Swain and his company, Community, to go in to those communities and smooth the way through the permitting process so that they can get their operations open up and open and running. And he does a fantastic job of doing that nationwide. That guy is always on the go, flying around the country, getting places open for his clients. And so he came on. Uh, You know, I don't see her name because she was probably in the early days when we didn't know what we were doing. Uh, did you hear that? It was like an echo. Okay, okay, Steve, don't do that because that makes it crazy, man, with the echo. Okay, I'm looking up. I'm looking up Karen. What was her name? Karen. Wow, she's gonna kill me. She is going to kill me. Hold on, go flow. It's what? That's a shame. You're right. That is a shame that I am unable, but I'm going to find her name because she also did a wonderful job and came on and um Karen Karen Todd. Karen Todd, ladies and gentlemen. That's her name, Karen Todd. Uh well, let me go back. Karen Todd is with uh, TTG Title here in DC. She came on. Uh, hold on. He was okay. She was very good. She was very good. Yes, Karen Todd. Also, a local attorney, a settlement attorney. I've closed deals with her as well as with Ben Soto, but I've closed transactions with Karen Todd. I've recommend her as a settlement attorney. She's located here in Eastern Market, across the street from the Eastern Market Metro, above Sequoia in that building there. And so anyway, as the story goes along, we're now, you know, bringing people on and guests. But from the first episode until this last one, there was always someone, one guest. Oh, she is still there. Wow. Well, thanks for hanging in there. Okay, good job, Savitra. And I love nursing. Maybe you are a part of the nursing sorority Chi Eta Phi sorority. That's a nursing sorority. My mother, who was a nurse, yes, my mother. Here we go. My mother was a nurse, and she was a member of Chi Eta Phi. And as growing up as a child, I did, and she was up at Howard and pledging. And Chi Eta Phi is a very important nursing sorority. We love our nurses and what they do. So we're all in support of nurses. She's a nurse educator. So, and she has RN behind her name. So there. She might be in Chi Eta Phi, or she at least might know about it. Anyway, I love it. So like we were saying, every show, there was one person who came on every show, every episode, gave comments, gave feedback, listen to us. It didn't matter. And okay, now she's saying no, she's Sigma Tau. Okay, see now, Savitra, now you done gone off the rails. Okay, it ain't your show. Okay, you should have went with the Chi Eta Phi. At least said something nice about Chi Eta Phi. Now, here we go. That's right. No, not Sigma Tau. I said my mama was a part of Chi Eta Phi. Come on. And this is how our show is. Because it's our show. This is what we do. So anyway, okay, don't be sorry, dear. Did I hurt your feelings? I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. It's your first time on that show, so you don't know. That's who I am. That's what I do. And if we had Fernando, if you could hear him, he's the soft, cuddly, right? He's the one that reminds me that, hey, be nice. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's see what she said. Okay, so I don't know if that's you got knocked upside the head and you're waving, but we're gonna take that as you're all right. You're surviving. Thank you, dear. We appreciate that. So the Virginia Bushcrafter was at every program, listening, commenting, giving us feedback, every show. And we never knew who he was. He or she. It's just the name shows up and he would be in the comments. And we loved it. In fact, and so we have dedicated this last show to the Virginia Bushcrafter to bring him on. We found out who he was. 29 episodes. We had no idea who this person was. And our whole intent was to dedicate this last show of this season 1, to the Virginia Bushcrafter. We wanted you all to talk with him, him to share what he does, who he is, all this stuff, but we've run into technical difficulties. I think I can hear him, but you cannot hear him. Uh, so he can hear me. I can hear him. You can't hear him. So right now, I'm going to say that you are definitely going to be our first guest on season 2, episode 1 of season 2 when we come back in January. Uh, right? We're going to pick up right here when we start the new season with our new format and our new focus. We're going to start it with the Virginia Bushcrafter. Again, a focus on you. And that's going to, because we're going to shut down. We're not going to do any programs here in December. Okay, he's saying something. Think. I can't quite see it. You got to turn it more to your right. Thank you for a great season. See you in 2023. That's from Fernando, everybody. Thank you. Yes, thank you all for a great season. And he's gone. And so Fernando's gone. And that's really what we wanted to share with you all here. We wanted Virginia Bushcraft to come on and talk about his following of our show and how much we greatly appreciate uh, his support. Now I'll let a secret out. It turns out that I when I met Virginia Bushcrafter sent me information. It turns out Virginia Bushcrafter is someone I've known uh, in a previous life. Uh, about two lifetimes ago, I served as a contracting officer and senior realty specialist with the General Services Administration, representing federal clients, agencies here in the district in the National Capital Region. And I both interviewed and helped hire and brought Stephen Netherly on as a realty specialist onto our team, the Potomac team. And I worked with Steve for a number of years as realty specialist at GSA, and got to know him. He's a nice man, uh, family man. He's a great guy, and I knew he lived in Virginia, but this side of him, this Virginia Bushcrafter side of Stephen, I had no. Dude, we had so much we wanted to share with you that he was going to bring on uh, um, about bushcrafting, the craft in the bush. That just, I mean, it just is, it was amazing. And so we're going to bring him on the first show of season 2, episode 1. Uh, we still, throughout the course of this season, we had a sponsor, the Global Scholars Foundation, uh, and we, my company, the Anthony Bowling Group, was a sponsor and a supporter of the Global Scholars Foundation. This organization here takes uh, high school youth here in the District of Columbia public schools and public charter schools through a 18-month immersion program in financial literacy training, and then they actually take them to the community they're studying. This cohort this year will be going to Korea next year, and our organization was able to help them raise over. Our goal was 100. We got over 90,000, maybe it was 95, over $90,000 raised um, to help support that initiative. They carried all of those young people at no expense to them or their family. Uh, they just have to be committed to the program. And then they get this fabulous training and exposure, financial literacy and then this trip to, in this case, they're going to Korea, and so we had them as a sponsor of our program for the first year, and we want to thank the Global Scholars Foundation and Dr. Marcia Brown for all of her support of chasing gazillions. Ain't the same as making millions. We want to thank Stephen Netherly and the Virginia Bushcrafter, because from the very first day, and for any of you all who are out here looking to start your own podcast and just jump out here and into this social media networking and all, yes, it is true. You just have to start. Uh, it's not going to be perfect. Here we are on episode 30. Things are still going wrong, not working out. But you push on and you keep going and you have fun. And that's what we tried to do here. Wednesdays with Fernando and Anthony. We wanted to talk about real estate, real estate related matters uh, that were interesting, that, you know, where people need help and understanding as they are conducting real estate, whether they were buying a home, leasing office space, selling multifamily properties, doing auctions, the whole gamut. We wanted to just share that information, and that's we hope we accomplished that. We think we got a thumbs up from the Virginia Bushcrafter every week that we were providing relevant, meaningful, entertaining information. And that kept us going. And that's what will keep you going when you are out here looking to start your podcast for your industry. All you need is one. That's what we talk about. You know, oftentimes you will read and hear about the importance of having a big why in your life. People talk about don't worry about how, you just got to have a why. And I'm not here to say that that's not true, but I am here to add to that and share with you from my experiences that having a big why uh, will certainly maybe get you through the door of opportunities that you're pursuing. But having a who, not Winnie the Pooh, not Whoville, but a who, someone to whom will walk with you, to whom you will voluntarily submit yourself to their wisdom and guidance, someone to whom you look to as a sort of a north star that is why you get up every day. It's who's going to be there with you. And I can say without a doubt that we, Fernando and I, every week uh, came to do our show, had a great time doing it, but we always look forward to seeing the Virginia Bushcrafter pop in, to pop in. And that made a tremendous difference in the quality and the quantity of our program and what we were doing. That the Virginia Bushcrafter. So Stephen Netherly, we certainly want to dedicate this first season one, to you, the Virginia Bushcrafter. You, my friend, made the difference and why we continue to push forward for 30 episodes. And you're still inspiring us, because you're welcome, because we're going to spend December working on our format and what we do and how we do it. and we're gonna come back in season 2, and we're gonna start with you in your bushcraft to open up the season, uh, because that's the impact that you've had on Fernando and myself. So thank you, Steve. You Well, we all gonna get some technical support here over the holidays, and before I forget, I want to wish everyone happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays to you and your family. I wish nothing but the best for all of you all out there. Uh, Blessings and prosperity for you all this holiday season. Be safe, love one another, uh, and be fulfilled. You know, uh, people always, we always, myself included, right? Are oftentimes looking to the future for that point and day where it's going to be better. And we lose sight sometimes as to, how good it is right now in this moment. This is the moment we have, right? And in this very moment right now, I mean, if you just stop, take a deep breath, blow it out, and you think not about 5 minutes ago when your house is on fire, hopefully not literally, or 5 minutes from now when you think it's going to be a much, much better. But right in this moment, right now, are you fulfilled? Whatever that means for you. I don't know if it means you're happy, joyful, you know, but yeah, right in this moment, dude, uh, I am fulfilled. I am in this very moment. So thank you all. Happy holidays to you all. Happy New Year's. If you see me around, I'm going to be around here in town between now and the 7th of December, because the 8th of December, we start rolling into my birthday week. It's happy birthday to me, December 12th. Happy birthday to me. And I will be spending it as I have spent it for the last, I don't know, 20 years or so, with the fellas, fellowshipping together with my fellas in Las Vegas. so, 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 so that's what we're gonna be. So if you want to catch me, if you want to have a drink, grab a bite this holiday season. I mean, I'll be back the 15th. But if you want to get together, give me a call, give me a shout out. Uh, I'd love to catch up with you. I love to build on the hopefully the positive things that we've been doing this first season uh, with our show. So I'm going to close with the reminder that I'm Anthony Bowling with the Anthony Bowling Group, and our leverage relationships will save you time and make you money. This has been season 1, episode 30 of Chasing Gazillions. Ain't the same as making millions, but it's getting closer every day. Hey, man, all the best to you all. I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about that. Take care. All the best. All right. You're welcome. Thanks, Steve. Take care. All right.